Hello, chat. How is everybody this fine evening? And I want to be the first to welcome you to the first Wattpad Wednesday. Uh, this is going to be a shit show. Uh, this was a horrible, no good, very bad idea where I sit here and read random Wattpads that were found for me by the community, by you guys, and submitted using exclamation point request. You can drop in there, request a Wattpad, and I will read it on stream. We have a couple to go through tonight. If we get some more requests as we go along, figure that one out. Tonight's goal, whether you need to go to sleep to some smut, whether you enjoy my sultry speaking voice, or you need my lovely radio voice to speak to you in your ear holes, I'll be there for whatever you need. So I guess without further ado, we should get right into it this fine evening. We have a wonderful 8-part story with 172,000 reads, 1.2k votes, 20-minute read time, dubbed Trapped on an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Oh boy, this is going to be a struggle. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Oh, boy. The brief description here. Kate runs away from home on her dad's small boat while Josh is on a cruise ship, and a storm comes and they both fall out because Kate can't swim and Josh is a really good swimmer. He saves her, but they get stuck on an island together. So a celebrity and a normal teenage girl get stuck on an island. What will happen? Will they fall in love or get hungry and eat each other? Read this book to find out. That was all one sentence. There was no punctuation. I hope that's not indicative of what's to come, but I find that hard to believe. I find that hard to believe. I need to get better at circular breathing so I can just do run-ons in one shot. That's going to be a practice thing. So let's see here. This starts, first chapter is not labeled chapter 1. Regardless, it began on May 25th, 2012, and the latest update was June 10th, 2012, so somebody was coming home from school every day and doing this. Oh boy. I can't wait. So, dedicated to Winging It 23 by old account 2012, Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Kate's POV. Mom, Dad, this is what I want to do with my life. I have always wanted to become an actor and not some frickin' doctor, I screamed at my parents. No, Kate, you are not going to waste your life on some acting career. Life's too short, my dad yelled. Yeah, and you'll go on all the drugs like all the other actors, my mom said. Not all the actors are on drugs, Mom. Really? Then name one then. Josh Hutcherson, I said as I smiled at the thought of him. Josh was my biggest celebrity crush. I'm like obsessed over him. That's not the point. You're going to become a doctor no matter what you say, my dad screamed. I just run up to my room. My room had a Josh Hutcherson pillow and a Josh lamp posters, mat, even a Josh teddy bear. Everything was of Josh. I slammed the door shut and I laid on my bed thinking I could run away, but where would I go? How would I go there? Oh, I know. In my dad's shed, he has a small boat, and I can sail to Hollywood and become an actress, I thought. I lied on my bed for 3 hours thinking, and at 3 a.m. I decided to pack my suitcase because I was going to Hollywood. I put on my purple dress I got when last year for my 17th birthday. I'm turning 18 in 2 weeks. I picked up my suitcase and tiptoed down the stairs, trying not to wake anyone, and opened the door. When I opened the door, a bunch of cold air hit me. I made my way to my dad's shed and dragged the boat to the water. Lucky I live near the beach, I thought to myself. Then when I finally got in the water, I started puddling my boat, and then I was of. Josh Hutcherson POV. I got dressed in my $50 gray shirt and jeans, and when I went outside, my limo was waiting for me to take the cruise ship. It is Jennifer Lawrence's birthday. I know Jennifer because she was in the Hunger Games with me. When the limo stopped, my limo driver opened the door for me, and I went inside the cruise ship. It was huge. I put my present for Jennifer on the table with like 100 or more presents on it, and then I saw Jennifer coming my way. Josh, long times no see. I'm so glad you could make it. How are you? Jennifer said. Hi, Jen. I'm good. Yourself? I said, as the boat started moving. I'm great. Well, now that you're here, she said as she started twirling her hair and giggling. Was Jennifer seriously flirting with me? Oh, happy birthday, I said as I backed away from her, because she was really close to me. I mean, I like Jen, but I just like her as a friend. Oh, thanks. So, how have you been lately, she said. Me, I've been good, I said. That's good. Well, I've been horrible. I got dumped twice in a row, and right now I'm looking for the right guy, she said. I wonder why Jen was telling me this. We're friends, but she never tells me something straight away. Maybe she's had a little too much to drink. Jess then moved really close to me and said, Wow, it's cold. Can I borrow your jumper? I didn't want to, but I didn't want to be rude, so I gave it to her. I'm still cold, she said as she put her head on my shoulder, and I got a little uncomfortable, so I jumped up and said, I don't mean to be rude, but I just need some air. Before she could reply, I ran outside and closed my eyes. It was so windy and loud, I could hear the waves. Then I opened my eyes and gasped. A huge wave came towards me, towards the boat, and I fell. Oh, we're in for a treat. This is gonna be something. Kate's POV. I had been on this boat all day since 3 in the morning, and it was now 10 at night, and I was really tired. It started pouring rain, and the wind was so loud, and the waves started to get bigger. I started to panic, and I didn't know what to do. I thought that maybe I should go back home, but I'll be at Hollywood in 3 hours. But then a huge wave came, and I let out a scream before I fell. Josh's POV. I heard a girl scream, and I started swimming to where the sound came from. It was hard to swim with all the huge waves in the water. It was freezing, but I've done private swimming lessons since I was 3 and still do them every Sunday. I swam till I saw a small wooden boat. It was upside down, so I swam underwater, and I saw a girl. I lifted her up in my arms and continued to swim. I saw an island around 50 meters from here, so I swam to it with the girl still in my arms. Hey guys, I hope you like this so far. The picture at the side... Oh, this is just commentary. Hey guys, I hope you like this so far. The picture at the side is Kate. If you guys have any ideas of what I should write for the next chapter, please tell me and I will dedicate the next chapter to you. So please comment by letting me know what you think and vote, and I will upload soon. Bye. Continue to the next part. Old account 2012 dedicated to Lindanga. Josh's POV. I got to the island and put her on the sand, and she had beautiful long blonde hair, and her face was really pale. She was so cold. I leaned in closer to her and did mouth to mouth. Kate's POV. I gasped as I opened my eyes to see Josh Hutcherson looking down at me. Ah! I screamed as I got up to run, but I fell down. Josh came up and lifted me and sat me down on a log. Are you okay? You broke your leg, he said. Why the hell am I in an island with Josh Hutcherson and a broken leg? Am I dreaming? I asked. I'm afraid you're not. You fell out of your boat, and I did too. I heard you scream, so I brought you here, Josh said. I couldn't help it, so I started crying. Josh pulled me into a hug. It's going to be okay. We're going to get out of here, Josh whispered in my ear. Then he got up. Where are you going? I asked. It's okay. I'll be back to get us some food and look for some help. Josh, please don't leave me here. There may be snakes. What if you don't come back? I said, worried. I'll be back, I promised. Before I could respond, Josh walked of Josh's POV. I called for help, but nobody could hear me. This island looks totally empty. Not a single person is in this island. I continued to walk. The island was huge. What if I get lost? I found a tree with fruit in it. I climbed up in it. I picked the fruit and climbed back down. Then I looked around. What way did I came? Oh crap, I'm lost, I said to myself. Hey guys, I know this chapter is short, but it's 2:35 in the morning and I need to read a story, then go to bed. So comment and vote. Bye. Oh boy. Yeah, what way did I came? Oh crap, I'm lost. What way did I came? Yep, that's English. This one's not dedicated to anybody, sadly. Chapter 3. Here we go. Help! I yelled. But she couldn't hear me. Even if she could hear me, she wouldn't be able to help me because she has a broken leg. I continued walking, but I couldn't find my way back. Kate's POV. Half an hour passed and Josh still wasn't back. I was really worried. Josh, I yelled. Josh, where are you? I tried to get up and run, but I tripped over a log. Ah, I screamed. My leg hurt so much that I passed out. Josh's POV. I heard her scream. I ran so fast. So I ran as fast as I can to where the scream came from. Then I saw her lying on the ground. Her leg was bleeding. If only I stayed with her, this wouldn't have happened. I laid her down and I felt her forehead. She was burning up and was sweating like crazy. I took my shirt off and I wet it. Then I put it on her forehead. Kate's POV. I woke up and saw a shirtless Josh sitting next to me. Hey, you're awake, he said. Oh, Josh, I thought you were gone and that you were never coming back, I said as I cried. Shh, it's okay. I'm here now, Josh said as he put a strand of my hair behind my ear. What's your name? He said. Kate. It's gonna be okay, Kate. We're gonna get out of here, he said. Josh, my leg hurts and I feel sick. Josh looked at my leg and said, I'll be back, but there's a leaf that is big enough to wrap around your leg. It might be able to stop the bleeding, Josh said as he got up. I grabbed his hand and said, Josh, wait, please don't go. He leaned down and kissed me on the forehead and said, it's okay. I'll be back, I promise. Josh's POV. I felt really bad for leaving Kate there, but I needed to stop the bleeding. I found the tree where the leaf was one, and I went back and found Kate sitting on the log. Hey, I'm back, I said as I kneeled down in front of her. Hi, she said. Okay, this is going to hurt a bit, I said. What? No, she said as she started panicking. It's okay, Kate. It will only hurt a little bit, okay? I said as I grabbed hold of her hand. Straight when the leaf touched her skin, she flinched and squeezed my hand. Okay, I'm done. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? She shook her head. Well, it's late. You should get some sleep. It will make you feel better, I said. Because the log was too small to sleep on, I lifted her up in my arms because she couldn't walk, and I lied her down on the sand. Good night, Kate. Night, Josh. I went to bed half an hour later, but I woke up to the sound of crying. Kate, are you okay? As I sighed as I sat next to her. We're never going to get out of here, she said as she cried some more. I put my arm around her and said, Kate, don't say that. Of course we will. Kate, why didn't you swim when you fell out of the boat, and why were you in a small boat alone? I can't swim and I ran away from home, she said. Why? I asked. Because my parents want me to become a doctor, but I want to be an actor like you. I pulled her into a hug and she sobbed into my shoulder. I felt so bad and sorry for her. I can't believe she ran away. When your leg gets better, I'll teach you to swim, okay? But till then, let's get some sleep, I said as W went away from her. When she stopped crying, I pulled back and we stared at each other for a moment. She looked so beautiful and I really like her, so I leaned closer to her and pressed my lips against hers. She went frozen. Then she kissed me back. Lou pulled back and smiled at her. She returned my smile. When your leg gets better, I'll teach you to swim, okay? But till then, let's get some sleep. Josh's POV. I woke up and found Kate asleep next to me. A couple days had passed. Oh, wait. Apologies. This is chapter 4. Josh's POV. I woke up and found Kate asleep next to me. A couple days had passed, and now it is now Kate's birthday. I don't know if she remembers it, though. I went out further into the island and got some fruit from the trees. I also picked some flowers for Kate. I wish I could do more for her, but we're trapped in an island. There's not much I can do. I walked back to Kate, and she was still asleep. Decided to plan what we could do today, but Kate has a broken leg, so what can we do? Apologies, that was a bit of a stroke. I don't think there's been a stroke on Twitch yet, but we might be the first here. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I know she could name her favorite movie or show, and I can act it. Then Kate woke up. Kate's POV. I woke up and Josh was smiling at me. Good morning, birthday girl, he said, still smiling. God, he looks so hot when he smiles. Birthday? What are you talking about? It's not my birthday. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. OMG, I totally forgot, I said, surprised. Well, yeah, I can't blame you. It's not like we have a calendar here. It's like when you fell out of the boat, I scream help, I need my calendar. I can't leave anywhere without it. Instead of saying help, he said. I laughed at his little joke. Oh, I almost forgot here, he said as he handed me some beautiful white roses. OMG, Josh, I love these. Thanks so much, I said as I kissed him. He handed me some food and I ate it. So I was thinking, because your leg is broken and we're stuck on an island. Maybe I can put on a show for you and we can play some games that involve sitting down, he said. I had a fun day. Chapter 5. 1 month later. Kate's POV. I woke up this morning and my leg was actually feeling better, but I didn't know if I could walk yet, though. Josh, I called. I couldn't see him anywhere. Then Josh appeared with a sad look on his face. What's wrong? I asked, concerned. I'll tell you later. What you need to tell me, he asked. My leg is feeling better. I don't know if I can walk yet, though, I said, excitedly as I grinned. That's great, Josh said in a soft voice as he kissed me. Yeah, it's a month. Suspend disbelief. Oh. That's great, Josh said in a soft voice as he kissed me. Let's see if you can walk, he said as he stood next to me. What? No, what if I fall over and my leg will start hurting again, I said as I panicked. It's fine, I'll be by your side the whole time, Josh said as he helped me up and put a hand around my waist. Then I did it. I walked. Josh carefully took his hands away from my waist and I walked by myself. Yay, I did it, woo, I cheered as I jumped up and down. OMG, Kate. You did it. You can walk again, Josh said as he lifted me up in his arms and swung me around in a circle. Then he leaned forward to kiss me, and it started to rain, but we didn't care. The kiss lasted a while until Josh pulled back and said, Come on, I'll show you around the island. You should see it's beautiful. We walked around for an hour. Josh was right. It really was beautiful. We went back to where the log was and sat down. A moment. The iPad is dying. Sat down. Josh, what is it like to be famous? I asked. Well, it can be nice for a while, but then once in a while. Well, that's not a good noise. 2 seconds. I disappeared. I killed the camera. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Is my voice reaching you? Ah! Okay, hold on. This is what happens when you plug in an iPad to a computer and all the USB ports just implode. It's a good time. Wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties. Give me 2 seconds. Let me unplug this. Let's try some things here. I'm bringing you to stand up with me. You're just going to get my belly here if the camera comes back. Oh, come on. Behave. Come on. Be a good little camera. Are you back? Hello? No? Hold on. Why? What is happening? Oh, I wonder if you died. Oh. That's a camera. Oh my goodness. We're back. We're alive. Oh. Hello. We're back. We survived. Wow. Ignore me. I'm just plugging crap in. There we go. Okay. Need to get a charger going because we're dying here. All right, get settled in. There we go. That's better. I'm comfortable too. All right, where was I? Yay! We'll go back to yay! I did it! Woo! Yay! I did it! Woo! I cheered as I jumped up and down. OMG, Kate, you did it. You can walk again, Josh said as he lifted me up in his arms and swung me around in a circle. Then he leaned forward to kiss me, and it started to rain, but we didn't care. The kiss lasted a while until Josh pulled back and said, Come on, I'll show you around the island. You should see it. It's beautiful. We walked around for an hour. Josh was right. It really was beautiful. We went back to where the log was and sat down. Josh, what is it like to be famous? I asked. Well, it can be nice for a while, but then you need a break once in a while because when you're a star, you forget who you really are, but when I met you, I found myself again, and when I'm with you, I'm Josh, not Josh Hutcherson, Josh said as he placed a strand of my hair behind his ear. That's not creepy at all. Hey, you know how you want to become an actor? How about I teach you some acting skills, Josh said. I pretended to be Katniss in the Hunger Games and Leslie in The Bridge to Terabithia, and Josh said that I was a pretty good actor. Josh, I'm hungry. We haven't eating all day, I said when we stopped acting. Oh, right. Well, Kate, that's what I wanted to tell you before. He looked really serious. What is it, Josh? What's wrong? I asked. Well, because we have been living on fruit and nuts for a month, there's no more food left in this island, he said as I started crying. Hey guys, I hope you like this story. It took me a long time to upload. I didn't know what to write this chapter about. Anyway, so vote and comment to let me know what you think. Oh, I made a book trailer for this. You guys should check it out. There's a book trailer? That's an option? I didn't know that's something a person could do. I think that's a whole separate stream. Just going through YouTube videos that are along the same vein. They have to exist. There has to be a few. We'll see what happens here. Let's get through this, though. We're on chapter 6 of chapter 10. So, or however many chapters there are in this. Hold on. Chapter 8. So there's 2 more chapters after this one. Chapter 6. Josh POV. Kate started crying, and I couldn't help but get tears in my eyes. I hate seeing Kate like this. I pulled Kate into a hug, and she sobbed into my shirt. It's going to be okay. We're not going to give up, okay? I said in a soft voice as I put my fingers through Kate's soft hair. Okay, she said as she tried hard not to cry. Common, let's go look for some food. There has to be some somewhere, I said as I got up. She got up and followed me. We have been walking for hours, and Kate looked like she was about to faint. Kate, are you alright? You look like you're about to faint, I said. Kate's POV. I was so tired, and my feet were asking. Josh asked if I was alright. Right, but I didn't want to say anything. Josh, I said as I panted. I'm going to pant. Sit down under that tree, I said as I panted and started gasping for air. Before Josh could reply, I walked over to a tree. Instead of standing on the ground, my feet found air and I was falling. Ah, Josh, help! I screamed as I continued to fall. Kate, Josh yelled. I could hear panic in his voice. Then I hit the ground. My back hurted, but it wasn't that bad. I looked around, and it was like a mini island at the side of the island, and there was a house. Kate, where are you? Josh yelled. I'm down here. I'm fine, I said. Then Josh jumped down. Josh, what are you doing? Are you okay? I asked, worried. Yeah, I'm fine. What is this place? He asked. It's part of the island, I answered. Hey, there's a house, Josh said as he walked toward the house. Josh, you can't just walk into someone's house, I said. Kate, relax. I don't think anyone lives here, he said as he opened the door and walked inside. There's a big bed and a cupboard and a toilet and a tap. I opened the cupboard and there was food. Josh, there's food in here and a bed and a tap. We can stay here till we get out of this island, I said cheerfully, and Josh grinned. Chapter 7. Josh's POV. We continued to explore the house. It was a nice house. Then I pictured that was huge. It covered the whole wall. The picture of this girl. I have to admit she got looks. I touched the painting and it fell off. Josh, look what you did, Kate said. Kate, look, there's a door, I said. I opened it and walked in. Then I walked in and saw a computer on a bed. I walked towards the computer and there was a website called Wattpad and there was a story called A Hit by an Angel, a Josh Hutcherson love story on it. And the cover had a picture of me in my old car on it and it said that vampire chick wrote it. Then a girl came in and she was only wearing a black bra and underwear. She just stared wide-eyed at me. She didn't even bother to cover her body up. So I looked back to make sure Kate couldn't see me staring at her. Kate was just sitting on the bench eating some chips. I made my way out of the room. Josh, what was in that room? Kate asked. Before I could answer, the girl walked out. Thank God she was wearing a dressing gown. We all just kind of stared at each other for 10 minutes, then she broke the silence. OMG, you're Josh Hutcherson. Hi, I'm Caitlin. I heard you went missing, she said as she walked closer to me. He had beautiful black hair. She didn't even pay attention to Kate, that Kate was there. Hi, why are you living in the middle of an island? I asked her. Caitlin's POV. I had to lie to Josh because I want him to feel sorry for me. Oh, well, there was a storm and came here to the island and I builded a small house and bam, here we are, I said. The true story was I won a competition to spend 3 weeks on an island. Then how do you have food? Josh asked. I found it. Yeah, I found all the food. They were just lying on the sand. I lied again. Really? Josh asked, surprised. Yeah, do you want some clothes to wear? You must have been in these clothes for a long time, I said. Yes, please, that would be great, he said. I walked into my bathroom and I made sure I got a shirt that is a size too small and tight so I can see his muscles. I handed Josh a black shirt. He got changed and came out looking smoking hot. He kept staring at this girl, and then she said, Hi, I'm Kate. I just stared at her like she was something I picked of my shoe. Some clothes would be nice, she said. I went into my room and picked my grandma's disgusting huge flower dress. Josh's POV. Caitlin came out and threw Kate a huge bright pink flower dress that was meant for a fat old lady. I could tell already that they weren't going to get along with each other. Chapter 8. Oh, we're almost free. We're almost free. Dedicated to Josh Hutcherson, and it's very much a love triangle. I don't even know what to think of everything that's happening here. It's really something. If you're gonna request any of these, please. Oh, yeah. Anywho, we're just gonna keep this rolling. We'll recap at the end. Maybe hot wash, as it were. We'll see what happens. Chapter 8. Kate's POV. Here we go. Caitlin handed me a long dress that was meant for an old lady. I gave it a weird look, then went and get changed. I hesitated before I went out of the room. I looked in the mirror and made a face I looked like an old granny. So I stayed in the room for 10 minutes till Caitlin came in. Come on, get out of my room before you stink it all up, Caitlin said. Why do I have to wear this? I asked. Because it matches your personality, she said with a smirk. Grr, Caitlin makes me so angry. I know what you're trying to do, I said. Oh yeah? What is that? She said while flashing her beautiful white teeth. You're trying to break me and Josh up so you can be with him, I said. Well, finally, it took you long enough to realize it, and it's not as hard as I thought, she said. He loves me, and he loves me, you know. It's just I've never heard him say it, but I know he does, I said, as I gave her my evil eye. My evil eye works with everyone. One person even called the police when I gave her my evil eye. I wouldn't be too sure about that, she said while smirking again. At that moment, Josh walked in. Hey guys, what's taking yous so? Then he paused and started laughing. Josh, why are you laughing at me? I yelled. Then Caitlin stood next to Josh and started laughing too. I'm sorry, Kate. It's just like you look like an old clown right now, Josh said, as both of them laughing. Then Caitlin pretended to fall over and she took Josh down so he was on top of her. Josh's POV. Grr, Kate said as she stormed of. Kate, I yelled as I ran after her. What do you want, Josh? Kate said as she turned around to face me. I'm sorry. I laughed at you. I know that was rude, but can you please forgive me? I begged. I'm not angry that you just laughed at me. I'm angry at Caitlin. Don't you see what she's trying to do? She's trying to break us up, Kate yelled. Kate, you're just being jealous. No, she's not, I said. Are you taking her side? Kate yelled. I'm not taking anyone's side, I yelled back. Just leave me alone, Josh, she said as she turned around. Fine, I said angrily as I walked away. I don't understand how Kate can accuse Caitlin of something like that. Caitlin is a nice girl, and she helped me and Kate and gave us some clothes and food. Hey, Josh, do you want some champagne? Kate asked me. She now changed into a gorgeous blue long dress. Maybe Caitlin is trying to break me and Kate up. No, it's probably what she usually wears. Yeah, that would be great, thanks, I said as I smirked and sat down. Caitlin poured some champagne and sat down next to me. Here you go, she said as she handed me a glass of champagne. Thanks, I said as I took it from her. Cheers, she said as we knocked our glasses together. We both took a sip. I'm not sure yet, I answered. After my third glass, I was drunk and we were both dancing to the song Total Eclipse of a Heart. Even though it was a soft song, we were doing rock dance moves and we kept falling over and laughing our heads of. Then, when another soft song came on, I tried to help her up. Then it was like my body was moving on its own because I leaned forward and kissed her. Josh, how could you? A voice said. I looked up and saw Kate standing at the door crying. That's it. We're over. I'm not your girlfriend anymore, Kate said as she stormed off. I was too drunk to care. Let's go take a walk, she said after a while. Okay, I said as we both skipped through the island. We talked for a while and laughed till it hurt. Oh, gee, Josh, a boat. Let's swim to it, Caitlin said. So we swam to it, and I forgot about Kate because I was drunk. Then the boat took off with us in it, leaving Kate alone behind in the island. The end. Hey guys, I hope you like this chapter because I made this chapter longer than the others because this is the final chapter. I'm not joking this time, but there's going to be a sequel called Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson, and we'll try to upload it as soon as the sequel be just like a new chapter, only in a different book. Okay, so, one, I need to find the sequel because there's more to the story. But yes, that is in fact it. That is the end of the story. The new girl takes Josh Hutcherson to a boat and they escape the island and leave behind Kate with probably a still injured leg. Yeah. So let's see here. See if Sophie has this. Whoever this person is, they have quite a few stories. Yeah, Kate got wrecked, actually. And it doesn't look like there's a follow-up to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson, which is actually really disappointing. I'm seeing Little Book of Horror, which is horror stories. Love Me or Die. My Horrible Secret. Tell and Kill. Catherine and Damon, How It Should Have Gone. The Werewolf Gang. It all happened in that house. Wolfheart. Hit by an Angel, a Josh Hutcherson love story. On Hold. Diary of Embarrassment. I'll Never Forget the Day I Met You. Save Me, a Josh Hutcherson one-shot. The Legend is Oh, wait, there it is. Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Hold on. We're cooking. Oh, it's just more of the same. Yeah, all she wanted to do was get to the Hollywood. I mean, who knows? We could find out that maybe this island is Hollywood. No way to know. I mean, it's entirely possible. But do we commit to the sequel to the initial book? It's 3 chapters, estimated to be... doesn't have an actual time estimate on it. But it's only 3 chapters of more or less equivalent length. So do we just go for it and see what happens? I think I have to, actually, at this point. Oh, okay. By old account, this one actually has pretty good views too. Honestly, I don't know how this happened. There's 13.7k views and 86 stars, 95 comments. How are you getting this engagement? How is this content getting this engagement? That boggles my mind. In any event, I guess we'll just get into it and see what happens. Because, fuck me. This is absurd. So, here we go. Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. A sequel to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Warning, if you have not read the first book, then I suggest you read Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson first. Kate's POV. I woke up this morning and my eyes were red and swollen, probably from all the crying I did last night. I looked around and I was laying on the log in the middle of the island. I decided to go back to Caitlin's house. I was still angry at them both, but I was really cold and hungry. When I got to Caitlin's house, it was empty. There was no sign of Josh and Caitlin anywhere. Then I looked on Caitlin's clock and it was only 7:30 in the morning. So I sat down on the couch and read a book, waiting for both of them to wake up. After a while, I checked the clock and it was 2 in the afternoon. I must have lost track of time, but they should be awake by now. I went into Caitlin's room and her bed was empty and it hasn't been slept in. Then I looked in all the rooms in the house and Josh and Caitlin were nowhere. Josh's POV. I woke up this morning with a terrible headache. Head space ache. And I was in this room that I've never seen it before in my life. I stayed in the bed that I was in for another 10 minutes trying to remember what happened last night. Then after a while it all hit me. I remembered everything that happened. I gasped as I got out of the bed. How can I be so stupid? Kate is in the island alone now. I got out of the bed and found Caitlin reading the newspaper. Oh, hey, Josh, good you're awake, Caitlin said she handed me a coffee. I'm going back for Kate, I said. Wait, what? Why? She asked, surprised. Because she's my girlfriend, I said. But last night we kissed, she said. Caitlin was drunk. I do a lot of weird things when I'm drunk, I said. Oh. Well, bye, I said as I walked of, and I left Caitlin standing there with her eyes wide and her mouth right open. I went to a shop and brought a boat. I didn't have any money, but people give me boats for free sometimes because I'm Josh Hutcherson after all. I took the boat, the ocean, and I left the city I was in. And I'm on my way back to the island, back to Kate. Chapter 2, Kate's POV. 2 days had passed and Kate and Josh were nowhere. I was really scared and worried. What if they left me on this island and they were never coming back? How am I going to survive in an island all by myself? Josh's POV. Oh, that's a wall of text. I've been paddling in my boat for like a day's far, and I'm around 4 hours away from the island. After a while, the sky starts to get dark. It must be nighttime. I continue paddling, but then something ripped the paddle away from me. I don't know what maybe it was just a really big fish or something. I ignored it and got my other paddle and started paddling again. A few minutes passed and the sky was now pitch black, but I just realized that the sky isn't black because it's nighttime. The sky is black because there's a storm. The waves started to get bigger and it was pouring rain and there was thunder. I have never seen a storm this bad in my entire life. It was really hard to paddle because of the waves, and I saw a huge wave that is like the size of a huge house. It was coming towards me. I started to panic. All of a sudden, the wave went over my boat and I fell out of the boat into the water. It's a good thing I'm a good swimmer. I land hard into the water and the waves keep dumping me back underwater. I look around for the boat and then I saw my missing paddle floating above the water, but it had a chunk missing out of it like something bit it. It was a fish. Then it must be one hell of a fish to bite through a hard paddle. I grabbed the paddle, then I found the boat. I swam to the boat and, cause it was upside down, tipped it back over and hoped in. It took me a while, but I managed to steer the boat away from the storm. The next couple hours were normal until I felt something bump the bottom of the boat. I looked up and I saw dozens of sharks surrounding my boat. Kate's POV. I sat on a log crying. I try not to cry and to be strong and brave, especially for Josh, but sometimes I just can't hold it in. And 'cause I'm all alone in the island, I can't be bothered to hold it in anymore. I wonder what Josh is doing at this very moment. He's probably making out with Caitlin or something, but at least he's happy and safe. The sky started to get dark and it began to pour, so I made my way back to the house. I sat on the lounge just thinking, then all of a sudden lightning smashed the roof and the roof fell down on top of me and I blacked out. Oh. Okay. Josh's POV. I screamed for help, but I realized it was useless because no one could hear me and there were like 12 sharks surrounding my boat. I started paddling again, trying to get as far away from the sharks as I could, and I got around 5 meters away from some of them, but then my puddle got ripped away from me again. Now there was no way to get away from the sharks because I couldn't move my boat. The only way to get away from them is to jump out of my boat and swim, but that is quite impossible because the sharks are fast and they will be able to catch up to me. Help! I yelled, but at that moment my boat was pushed underwater. I fell out of my boat, and I was underwater when my boat was broken. A massive shark started swimming towards me, but I swam above the water and gasped for breath. I started swimming as fast as I could, but there was no use. A shark was 10 centimeters behind me. At that moment, I felt like giving up and letting the shark eat me. There was no hope in surviving, but then I remembered Kate. She's probably still trapped in the island all alone. For all I know, she could be laying dead somewhere in the middle of the island. A noise of an engine of a boat interrupts my thoughts as I look up and see a speedboat. Hey, you're Josh Hutcherson, a girl with blonde hair said. Yeah, I know who I am, I said through gritted teeth because I was still trying to get away from the sharks. I'm Layla. Oh, my God, there's sharks, she said, noticing the sharks. Yeah, I noted that, I said swastily. Here, jump on my boat, she said as I made my way to her boat. I tried jumping on it, but it was so high. It was too high. I can't, I said. Do you have any rope? Yeah, why do you want me to hang... Yeah, why do you want to hang the shark by a rope? Because that won't work, the girl said. God, this girl was dumb. No, I need you to tie the rope to the boat and then throw me the other half, I said like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Oh, okay, wait, how do I tie a knot? I was about to reply, but I was dragged down underwater. I looked, and it was shark blood. Admedinly surrounded me, and I realized that the shark bit me. Oh. Layla's POV. Uh-oh, new character. I tried tying the knots, but then I looked at the ocean. The ocean is so pretty. Wait, no, Josh Hutcherson is pretty. Damn, that guy is so hot. Oh, we're right. I'm trying to save him. Ops, I forgot, I said to myself. I tried to tie the knot, but I didn't know how to. But eventually I tied it. Yay, I tied a knot. I tied a knot. I tied a knot, I sang. Hey, Josh, guess what? Josh didn't reply, but then I realized that he was underwater, and I was meant to throw him the rope. Oh, I meant to throw you the rope. I forgot. I throwed him the rope, but it ended up landing on my head. Where did the rope go? I asked myself. Oh, silly me, it's on my head, as I said as I laughed to myself. I throwed the rope, but this time it landed right in front of me. Wow, I never realized how hard it is to throw a rope. No wonder why I got a D for sport back in primary school. I throwed the rope again, and this time it landed above Josh. Josh's POV. My eyes were only halfway. Oh, boy. Josh's POV. My eyes were starting to drop, and I couldn't breathe. I was losing a lot of blood. I hear splash above me, and I looked to see a rope. I swam up and holded onto the rope. Layla, pull me in. Layla was too busy daydreaming to hear me. Layla, I yelled. Oh, hey, Josh, I was just daydreaming about you. In my daydream, you were dressed as the Easter Bunny. It was really funny, but even as an Easter Bunny, you still looked hot. Pull me in, I said, ignoring what she said before. Huh? What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Christ. Good God. Yep, there goes the tablet. Fucking hey. Okay. I should have started with that. Jesus. Oh. Pull me in, I said, ignoring what she said before. Huh? What do you mean? Oh my God, just pull the rope. Why? She asked. Just do it. Okie dokie, she said as she started pulling the rope. She continued pulling the rope until I was in the boat, but when I was in the boat, she still kept pulling. She continued pulling the rope until I was in the boat. Oh, wait, hold on. Layla? Yeah, she replied. You can stop pulling the rope now. Oh, she said as she stopped pulling the rope. Josh, you're bleeding. Wait, I have something to stop the blood. What's it called again? You know the white thing you put around your leg and it stops the bleeding? A bandage? No, it's not a bandage. What's it called? Layla, it's a bandage. Oh, well, here it is, Layla said as she handed me a towel. That's a towel, Layla, I said as I sighed, and I just got the bandage myself. I would put it on you, but I don't know how, she said, but straight after she said that, a shark bumped the side of the boat. Ah, screamed Layla. Layla, move the boat. I don't know how... God damn it. What the fuck is this? What have I done? I don't know how, she shouted back. I started driving the boat myself, and after a while we were away from the sharks and the storm cleared up. How old are you? I asked her. 18. Wait, no, wait. How do I know this? I do, oh yeah, 17. I rolled my eyes. How do you do that? Layla asked me. Do what? The eye roll thingy. It's called rolling your eyes, Layla, I said with a sigh. All right, I knew that. Is there anything you know how to do? I asked her. Yeah, I can put my whole fist in my mouth. Want to see? The fuck? I can put my whole fist in my mouth. Want to see? Oh, no, it's fine, I said. We were silent for a while until she said, I'm bored. Do you want to go back to my house and make out? I need to go back to the island, I said. Oh, that's fine. We can make out there, Layla said. After a while, we finally back at the island. Hey, okay, so this is the end of the published parts, according to Wattpad. This was last updated September 20th, 2012. That's where it ends. Author's note here. Hey guys, I'm so sorry that it took me 2 months to upload this book. Was on hold for a couple weeks, and I had to write my other stories, and I have writer's block for this book. But hopefully the next chapter will be up in less than a month. Oh, and the picture at the side is Layla, who is played by Phoebe Tonkin. For those who don't know, Phoebe Tonkin she was in the movie Tomorrow when the war began, and she is in the new movie Bait that came out at the movies today. She's also in the show H20 in The Secret Circle. If you guys have any ideas what should happen in the next chapter, please let me know. Oh, I can't edit this chapter now, so I know there's a lot of spelling mistakes. I will edit it when I have time. Please vote and comment. Goodbye. Oh my god. Part of me is glad that it's gone. Part of me is disappointed that it's gone. Also, there's 2 comments from a week ago on this that say, please come back, we need you, and no, come back, this fic is amazing. I tend to agree, because what's the context? How does somebody driving a boat forget how to drive a boat and then remembers that they can put their fist in their mouth?